What's up, guys? It's Jack, and today I got a pretty funny life story for you guys. So, back in the summer of 2018, when I was just a little eighth grader, going into freshman year, I went to this summer camp in North Carolina. Now, this summer camp, you did a lot of stuff, but one thing that I really liked about it is that you had like these skills, and they were like kind of like classes, like little classes that you took, and you like chose them out a few months before, like going to the camp. And they had like riflery and like blacksmithing where you like mess with metal and stuff. And so I get to the camp and I met this kid. Let's call him James. Now James was not the best kid. He kind of got in a lot of trouble. He kind of did whatever he wanted, and he was forced to come to this camp basically. So what he would do is he would skip a lot of his skills. He would just head up to the cabin and just kind of chill during the time that we had skills. And so I was a really straight up good kid at the time. I would go to every skill, even if I hated it, even if I dreaded it. And I dreaded horseback riding. You had to wear boots and jeans to ride the horse, and it was like 90 degrees in the middle of the summer, and all we did was clean the horse and ride it around in a circle. And it just was not worth the suffering. So I go up to him one day and I'm like, yo, let me skip. There was like periods, so my horseback riding skill was fourth period. So I was like, let me skip fourth skill with you, and we'll head up to the cabin and we'll chill. Now, the couple days before this, the smoke detectors in our cabin and the cabins around us had been going off randomly, like in the middle of the day, middle of the night, just whenever they would just go off. And so there was a fire inspector that day, looking at all the smoke detectors, and so fourth skill starts, and I meet him at the cabin, and we actually saw the camp director, and he was really suspicious of us. He was like, hey, what are y'all doing? And we just told him that I was going to the nurse, and I had to, like, act sick. And so we went to the bathroom and, like, hid for 2 minutes and saw the camp director walk by and then head back. And then we went back to our cabin. So we were chilling in our cabin for probably, like, 10 minutes, and then our smoke detector starts going off. And we're like, crap, turn it off, because it's going to make a bunch of noise, and they're going to come see us in there and get us in trouble for skipping, because this camp took skipping, pretty seriously, and they would call your parents, and your parents would be mad, because they spent money to go to this camp, and you're just sitting in the cabin. And so we turn off the smoke detector, we get the broom, and we poke the button, and so we're chilling there for another probably 5 minutes, and then it starts going off again. And so my friend gets pissed, and he just hits the smoke detector off the ceiling with the broom. And it falls, and it stops, and we think everything's good. I'm not even kidding. Not even 10 seconds later, it starts going off again. And my friend takes the broom, or James takes the broom, and he just stabs a hole just straight through the smoke detector. Just a clean cut through. Just does not even care. He smashes the smoke detector, and we can't just have a broken smoke detector in our cabin. They'll know it's us since the camp director saw us. And so we dispose of it. We throw it in the woods, and we were just praying that maybe our counselor thinks the fire inspector took it or something. So later that night, we're all in the cabin, we're all chilling, and then the counselor comes in, and of course he notices the smoke detector missing. He's like, why is there no smoke detector? And all of us, everyone else in the cabin has no idea, and me and James are just playing dumb. We're like, oh, what? I don't know. We're playing stupid. And so James already had a reputation of being kind of a troublemaker, and so did I, sorta. Because I was associated with James, so they just kind of put two and two together. Even though I really was not like a bad kid, and even though I wasn't. So the counselor brings us out to have a little chat with us, and he's like, listen, I knew you guys broke the smoke detector. The camp director told me that you guys were out and that you had to go to the nurse, and I don't believe it. I'm not buying it. Just fess up, and we won't call your parents, and your punishment will be less. So, we just straight up told him. We were like, yeah, this is what happened. And then he was like, he brought us to the camp director, and the guy talked to us, and he said that we're going to have to pay like $20 to replace the smoke detector, even though he told us to have like a stockpile of them in the room, and that we have to go find it and give it to him. And so we're just like, we're not looking for it. He was like, it was at night, so he's like, just find it tomorrow. And we weren't gonna find it tomorrow. We didn't even bother. We're like, we're not looking, and they didn't care. And then after camp was over, we never got like a message or like an email or call or anything asking for us to pay the money for the smoke detector. And that was kind of it. I have a lot of pretty crazy stories from this summer camp, so if you want to hear more of those, leave a like, and I'll see you on the next one.